it's Sherri from A Quilting Life, and I'm here today to share my August works in progress. I have some things that are just about done, as you can see right here, and some things that I plan to get done. I really have been sewing a lot of other things that I just can't put on the table today. I'm sorry, but we will be sharing those with you starting next month. But anyway, I'm going to talk about some of my goals for the next upcoming weeks with my sewing, and let's go ahead and get started. Okay, these are my August works in progress, and again, I have been sewing almost night and day, nonstop. There are so many things I can't show you, but I have been trying to make progress on some other things. I know that last month I mentioned, I think I showed you this quilt, unquilted. This is my Brightly sampler, and I absolutely love how it turned out. I love the all-over pattern that Marion put on it. In fact, I love this pattern so much that I had her put it on one of my new quilts. And yeah, super, super fun. I was so lucky. I found some of my 108-inch wide backing from our Favorite Things collection to use as a backing for this. I really was running very low on raspberry summer fabrics. And so I thought, oh no, what am I going to back it with? But this was super fun. And with the polka dots, I feel like that just kind of inspired Marion's quilting choice. I am using the gingham in red for the binding. You can see I've got all my binding. This is what I do. I clip my entire quilt, and then I will usually sit down and watch television with my husband and just bind. And I'm really try never to watch TV unless I have something to do with my hands. Binding a quilt or doing some grandmother's flower hexagons or whatever. So anyway, super excited to get this finished, and we will have one more finishing post for this sew along video that we'll be sharing with you. Okay, this is something I feel like, I don't know if I showed it last month, but probably the month before. It's another version of my bag. This is a free tutorial we have for you here on the channel. And I made a second option in my Delightfully Yours fabrics. I have not gotten it finished, but I really, really want to. It's such a great size bag. And so I am really going to try to get that finished this month. I actually already have the straps done too. I just need to find where they are, actually. Okay, this I'm not sure if I showed you, but I taught a class up in northern Utah back in March, and I taught them how to do pillows. We made a pillow, and then I taught them how to do these kind of pillow backs where you cover your zipper with a flap. And so this was actually the sample that I had there for them to look at. And so I just keep thinking, really, all I need to do is make a block and I'll have a pillow. I'll have a new pillow. So I'm really going to try to get that done too. This one came out of the closet, and you have seen it before, but it has been a long time, and I really want to finish. This is the Designer Mystery Block of the Month from I feel like it's from 2022. Yep. And I've made several of the blocks. I'll just show you. This is Camille Ross Kelly's Nantucket Summer, and they just reprinted this collection. It's available now. So I'm going to be able to find backings, borders. Anyway, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I feel like there are only 4 blocks left. I'm really going to get this done. I have only one more quilt to make with the new fabric and one wall hanging, and when that's done, I really will have some free time to sew. So this is really on my list. I've got it together in one box with all the fabric and all the patterns, and I really want to get working on that. Okay, a couple of these you know about. I'm continuing to work on my block of the month. We are all the way up through the August blocks, and after I make September's, I'll be able to sew another row together. I'm continuing to work on this. If you don't know about this, it's not too late to join in. The patterns are free, and I release them on the first Monday of each month on my blog. All of the blocks are in a log cabin. The center blocks fit in the log cabin, but I'm also doing a table runner pattern with the smaller blocks. So anyway, this has just been a lot of fun. And again, it's not too late to join in on this one. So I am continuing to work on that. I'm probably going to get a little bit ahead on this one because the end of the year just gets so busy, and so I'm probably going to actually try to get my quilt done before I go to quilt market on this one. Okay, something else I'm sewing along with, and I haven't given you an update for a little while, so I'll go ahead and share all my blocks. This is the Moda Blockhead 6. This is the most recent one, block 12. And block 11. I might not get some of the numbers right on these because there are some bigger blocks and I have them stored separately. But this is a great sew along, a free pattern every Wednesday. You can get it from the Moda Moda Blockheads Facebook group, or I've got a direct link on my blog every Wednesday at 8 a.m. Central Time. There are blocks of different sizes in this sew along. Here's one of the bigger blocks. And I'm just using my scrap bins. I'm just going through and picking different color combinations every month. This one is the one I really wanted to tell you about though. This is I think it's a 27-inch block. This would make a terrific wall hanging. And if you just went, and even if you're not going to participate in the Moda Blockhead 6 sew along, if you just went and downloaded this pattern, this would be so much fun in Christmas fabrics or even in oranges and blacks and golds for fall. So many options for this to make a great table topper or wall hanging. And this was a pretty recent block too. I think this might have been number 11 actually. So if you're not participating in that sew along, be sure that you go and get some of these patterns. They are fantastic. Oh, and yes, that big one, it was block number 11 and it's called Folk Star. So definitely check this out if you're looking for a project. It would make a great Christmas gift. It would be super fun to make. Okay, a couple of other things. My list is kind of long, but this one is one I really am going to get done for sure. This one actually is going to be for Billy's wife, and when she went to Quilt Market last year, she loved this Home Sweet Haunt collection by Stacy East Shoe. And so I bought a fat quarter bundle, and what I'm going to do is use my Cottage Charm pattern because it is so good for fat quarters and really showing off. Each of the blocks has a big section, and so it will really show off these Halloween fabrics. This makes a 72 by 72 inch quilt with just 18 fat quarters. So I'm going to choose 18 of these fat quarters and I'm going to put them together in this quilt. So Billy, don't tell Isabel. It's going to be a surprise. But yeah, I cannot wait to get this one made and hopefully have it for her before I go to Quilt Market. That'll be early October. Okay, something else, I don't know if I'm going to get to this one right away, but this summer, Camille Ross Kelly did a sew along with her Stars and Stripes pattern, and so many people joined in, and I just didn't have the time this year. It was just a crazy summer for us, but somebody reminded me that next year is going to be the 250th anniversary of our country, and so I thought, perfect, I'm gonna make it in 2026, but I actually might start it this year. I'm not gonna hold myself accountable to finish it till next year because I'd actually kind of like to finish it in 2026, but I am going to start gathering fabrics from my stash and put them in a box with the pattern, and I will have that ready to go. There is one more pattern I wanted to tell you about that I'm going to make. There are actually two more things I want to share with you. I thought there was one, but then when I went to get the pattern, I realized there were two. This is a free Charm Pack tote pattern from Moda. We will put a link to the download in the description. And what I'm going to do with this, I am not going to make the tote, although I might actually eventually make the tote, but I am going to make this into a table runner. I think it will be a perfect table runner. So I'm going to grab a charm pack. I'm going to make this, and instead of, you know, putting the bag together, I'm just going to use the flat panel that I've created for the tote bag pattern and use it as a table runner. I can't wait to see how it turns out, and I will definitely share that with you. While I was grabbing this, this was another free pattern that Moda shared recently. This is the Charmed I'm Sure quilt pattern, and this is a 40.5 inch by 40.5 inch wall hanging. Also super cute, also a free pattern. So we'll put links to both of these patterns up there. And I am going to have fun working on all of these projects. We'll see how many of them I get done. I feel like my goal for this month is just to kind of get a box and start gathering these fabrics. This one I definitely want to get done. This one I'm going to just keep working on blocks, keep working on my blockheads and my block of the month. And I'll definitely get this bound, and we'll see how far I get on finishing the tote bag. It's just right there as well. Okay, so that's it for my August works in progress. I'm making a lot of progress behind the scenes, and I also have really high hopes for getting some of these things done that I shared with you today. I am actually going to prioritize them tonight on my works in progress list and just start doing them one at a time. If you enjoyed today's video, please subscribe to our channel, hit the like button, and share this video with a friend. Thanks so much for stopping by.